Took a little bit of time to get into today's game, but how did you rate the performance overall? Starting with you, please, Bill.
I thought generally, I think we done really well. I think, you know, like any game at this level, the first half an hour, 40 minutes is always going to be a close battle because of fitness levels and people are going to want it. But once we started to break them down, we played the ball, we kept the ball, they were chasing shadows, and I think, you know, with 20 minutes to go, you know, we really took the lead and you know, we really showed who was the better team on the day, and fortunately for us, we netted 2 or 3 goals and, you know, we run out comfortable winners.
James, anything to add into that?
Yeah, no, just to echo what Bill said, really. I think the last 25 minutes was real key to the game, and that's where our fitness levels come out on top, because we work really hard on that side of the game, and you can see that today. Last 25 minutes we sort of killed the game off, and to be quite frank, we should have had some more. I think not poor finishing, we should have scored a few more goals.
And Jack, patience proved to be a virtue today for the girls, and they got 5 really good goals from across the park. That must have been really pleasing as well.
No, it's very pleasing. It's very pleasing to see that there's a number of goal scorers as well, not just certain individuals. So a lot of the goals coming from across all the teams, and also all the goals was very teamworked goals. There was no really kind of individual efforts. That's how we like to build up and make sure we're getting our goals with all the girls. So all good.
And James, your win keeps you at the top of the league. How does it feel?
Hey, that's Rooney. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It is good. Well, like I said, we just got to take one game at a time, and then move on to next week. Now we've got Brighton in the League Cup next week, so we're trying a few different bits and pieces out there. And I think it's Parkwood after that, and then it's West Ham away in the league. So, like I said, we just take one game at a time, and that's all we can do at the moment. We're sitting very nicely at the top of the tree, but you know, the wheels can come off if we don't keep on top. So, one game at a time.
And Bill, we saw Kat Cooper come into the side to make her league debut today. Obviously you worked with her a lot in the reserves earlier this season. How pleasing was it for you to see her make that step up?
I think it's very good, and especially for Kat. You know, she's worked really hard over the summer, and she's done really well for the reserves, and you know, and it's great to have an experience like today for her. So I think, you know, and she's not done herself bad today. I think she, you know, she stepped in. She's not made not made any horrendous mistakes where, you know, she thinks, oh, you know, I've done really poorly. You know, so she's done well. She's held her head up, and you know, for 70 minutes she's had a really good game. You know, it's a pleasing thing to see young people, and given the opportunity to break into the first team, which is you know, which is respect to, you know, James here, that he does that, and he has the you know, he has the I don't know, I suppose.
Thanks, Bill.
He has, you know, he has the confidence in the kids to come in and do that, and it's good, and if we can carry on doing that, it's a good thing for the club.
And James, Jack, how do you feel this fixture compared to the cup game, the 7-2 win only a few weeks ago? Could you see any differences in your team from then? No,
it makes no odds to us. Well, obviously we have to set up a little bit different, have slightly different tactics, because we knew that they was going to press us very high up the pitch. So our movement wasn't quite as good as it should have been in the first half, in which case, fair play to them, to be fair. They defended quite high up the pitch and didn't allow us to play in any holes in behind or anything. So it's good defending, not bad shape from them. But second half our movement was a lot better. Like I said, as the game wore on, I think they got tired pretty quickly, and they ended up couldn't cope with the movement in the end. So, you know, really pleasing, really pleasing. And like I said, move on to the next game, and it's forgotten about now. Training ground on Tuesday, and we start again preparation for next week.
And that's exactly what we like to do. We like to look forward to the next game. And Jack, how are we going to prepare for the game against Brighton next Sunday?
We've already got 3 training sessions this week, and we'll be going through some certain things that we spotted this afternoon. So we're working on our training ground this week to try and nail out some of the very small but particular errors that we need to work on. But no, it's the whole big picture of the team at the minute is we're playing really well. So we just need to keep that confidence going, and that kind of winning streak that we've got at the minute, and the kind of confidence that's happening out on the pitches, and kind of bounce it into next week. That's what we've been doing really well with, and the girls have kind of loved it at the minute. So got to keep that enjoyment factor.